Shalom, friends, and welcome back to another broadcast during the month of Elul. Today is the 7th of Elul, and it is a time, as the sages teach, HaMelech Besadeh, the king is in the field. Typically, if you wanted to see a king, you'd have to pass through gates, guards, petitions, ceremonies, but in Elul, the king, Hashem himself, steps out into the open field. He makes himself accessible, approachable, near to his people. The Alter Rebbe, Rabbi Shneur Zalman of Liadi, explains it this way. When the king is in the field, everyone can approach him. He greets them with a smiling face and receives them with kindness. This is not the awesome majesty of Rosh Hashanah. When the king sits upon his throne, demanding awe and reverence, this is God walking toward us in our everyday lives. The Midrash teaches, seek the Lord while he may be found. Call upon him while he is near. The rabbis say that this refers to the days of Elul, when the heaven bends low and God is unusually close. Think of it this way. All year long, we are often hidden from our true selves. Our souls get buried under layers of distraction, sin, busyness, and weariness. But in Elul, those layers begin to thin. The king is walking in the field, and our true self, the one created in his image, has the chance to step forward and meet him. Rav Kook once wrote, the light of Teshuvah already shines in the days of Elul. It is the soul remembering her beloved and turning again toward him. But let's pause here. What does this mean for us in practical terms? Well, it means that Elul is not just a mystical idea. It's an invitation. You don't need to climb the palace steps. You don't need to have perfect words of prayer. You can meet the king in the field, in the ordinary places of your life. Yeshua explained to the disciples in Matthew 13 that the field is the world. So we could translate this phrase, the king is in the field, as the king is in the world. You can meet him when you drive, when you work, when you parent, when you walk around your neighborhood. The king is present. He meets you in your daily field. Now, consider the New Testament parallels. The brother of Yeshua, Yaakov, James, writes, draw near to God and he will draw near to you. Paul says in Romans 10, the word is near you, in your mouth and in your heart. And in John's gospel, Messiah Yeshua says, I no longer call you servants, but friends. These passages echo the same truth. God is not far off. He lowers himself, walking into the field so that we might draw near to him without fear. Rabbi Shneur Zalman emphasizes that when the king is in the field, he is smiling. He is approachable. That's the message of Elul. It is the season of chesed, of mercy. The Talmud in Rosh Hashanah 17b tells us, whenever Israel sins, they should recite the 13 attributes of mercy, and they will not return empty-handed. During Elul, these attributes echo through creation. God predisposes himself to forgiveness and compassion. What is our response? If the king is in the field, then we cannot stay in our tents. We must rise and go out to meet him. The Sefat Emet says Elul is a gift. It is not that we seek him only, but that he first comes seeking us. And Messiah Yeshua tells us the same in Luke 15. When the prodigal son was still far off, the father ran to meet him. That is the king in the field, God running toward his people with mercy. So this month of Elul, step into the field. Speak to him in your own words. Confess, return, rejoice. The king is not on a distant throne. He is right here, waiting for you, waiting for me, smiling as we approach him. May we not miss the opportunity to walk into his presence, to taste his nearness, and to prepare our hearts for the days of awe to come. Let us hear the sound of the shofar. May Hashem bring revelation during these days of Teshuvah. Shalom and Litraut.
The Testament wasn't written in a vacuum. Yet for generations, it's been read without its original context, stripped from its Jewish roots, reframed through foreign lenses, misinterpreted again and again. But what if the problem isn't the text? It's the lens we're using? We've been given a certain theological system through which to view the writings of the apostles. Is this system free from biases and agendas? Have certain ideas and practices crept in unnoticed by readers of the New Testament 2,000 years later? What if I told you that all of that is changing? What if I told you that the New Testament is being restored to its original foundation? What if I told you that Gentiles are returning to the source of their faith rooted in the Torah? This book brings the New Testament back to life. Through Jewish interpretation, you'll see Paul differently. Yeshua's teachings make more sense, and prophecy connects like never before. The Hijacked Covenant. Get your copy now.